So here in this video we will showcase the mobile infantry mechs and power suits and even battle robots from the movie and game adaptations of Starship Troopers. Cause in terms of vehicles and weapon systems, to be honest, even though the novel is good, it doesn't really have much to give. So let's get to the adaptations. The first one is the M11 Marauder. This was nicknamed the Bubber, and it is one of the most powerful weapons ever fielded by the mobile infantry in the Starship Troopers movie universe and its game adaptations. Introduced during the Second Bug War, the M11 Marauder is a heavily armored walking combat machine that turns a single soldier into a battlefield giant. It is a full bipedal mech that connects directly to its pilot through a neural interface, which allows it to move almost like an extension of the pilot's own body. Before deployment, each operator must undergo neurological scans so that the machine can synchronize with their nervous system. So this machine is built from dense boron carbide armor and is powered by an RRFX 230 fission driver, so a nuclear-powered core. The M11 is a beast to behold. It can walk around 13 km per hour and sprint roughly 70 km per hour, covering more than 1000 km without refueling, and can use jump jets to leap over big obstacles or reposition across the battlefield. This Marauder is also built around flexibility, carrying interchangeable weapon systems that can let it adapt to almost any mission. Depending on the operation, it can mount a heavy machine gun or a rotary cannon, or an ultralight howitzer or a flamethrower for clearing tunnels. Also a smoothbore cannon for heavy targets or plasma drop bombs for area attacks. They are so well made that warrior bugs struggle to even scratch the thick armor, although enormous bug species and CAS, specialized CAS, can still challenge it. The Marauder shifts the balance of ground combat by combining the firepower with the mobility of a human soldier. There are several specialized variants of the M11 Marauder that were developed. The earliest was the prototype Honor Guard, built mainly for the FedNet propaganda. Then there is the M11E Marauder, which serves with the elite Deep Space Vanguard and came equipped with a standard loadout of a Vulcan 3 rotary cannon with an ultralight howitzer cannon. The most advanced version, though, was the experimental M11K Annihilator, which replaces conventional weapons with a devastating radiation cannon and also dual missile launchers. The second platform here is the Marauder Mk II. This is the next generation of the Federation's famous combat walker, designed to be faster, more agile and easier to operate than the bulky M11 Marauder. Unlike the fully enclosed Mk I, which has the soldier/pilot interface with a neural interface, the Mk II is worn over a standard mobile infantry power suit. However, it was still an experimental prototype and only a handful of units were assigned to Rico's Roughnecks for field testing. Although it sacrifices some of the thick armor and durability of the original M11, the Mk II makes up for it with excellent mobility, relying on powerful thrusters to quickly cross the battlefield or to launch into combat. Its cockpit features an advanced HUD, which means a heads-up display that provides complete battlefield awareness to the pilot, while its impressive arsenal includes twin rotary cannons for mowing down swarms of Arachnids, dual missile launchers for destroying larger targets, and massive twin chainsaws capable of tearing bugs apart in brutal close quarters combat. Against the Arachnids, the Mk II excels as a fast-moving assault platform, and while it cannot absorb as much punishment as the heavily armored M11, its superior agility and devastating mix of weapons makes it a highly effective hunter for valuable bug types like the Brain Bugs or the Queen. Now the third one here is the M7 Razorback. This is a heavier and a more rugged combat mech used by the mobile infantry during the First Bug War. It was designed as a bipedal fighting machine and thus gave the pilot a force-multiplying platform that has greater speed, protection and firepower than any soldier can possess on their own. Its compact frame is heavily armored against bug attacks, and it is equipped with a machine gun mounted on one arm for ranged combat and a powerful chainsaw on the other for close-range fighting, like a 40k Dreadnought. Although tough enough to survive heavy combat, the Razorback is not really invincible. Continuous attacks can wear it down and disable its defensive systems, leaving it vulnerable to be destroyed. If it suffers critical damage or completely exhausts its fuel supply, the mech overloads and explodes, forcing pilots to use it carefully during extended engagements. It was deployed by the 1st Mobile Infantry Division in major campaigns like the Battle of Zagema Beach and the invasion of Planet P. The M7 Razorback proved to be a really dependable frontline assault vehicle, although it was phased out for the Marauder platforms later on. Number 4. The Duck and Ape. In Roughnecks, the Starship Troopers Chronicles, there are two variants of the Marauder Mech, the Duck and the Ape, which were introduced during the opening stages of the Pluto campaign to provide heavy fire support against the Arachnids. Both are large, powered bipedal vehicles that dramatically change or increase a soldier's firepower and survivability, but each is optimized differently. The Duck is a bipedal walker with no arms, like the 40K Sentinel or the AT-ST from Star Wars, but it still has a rapid-firing Gatling gun mounted on one side and a rocket launcher on the other, with a back-mounted missile launcher. The Ape, on the other hand, is built for brutal close-range combat, carrying a shoulder-mounted Gatling gun, or also twin machine guns on one arm, dual flamethrowers on the other, and the same missile launcher on its back. Together, the Duck and Ape are awesome additions to the Marauder family of the Mobile Infantry mechas. Now that we are done with mechs, let's jump to power suits and powered armors. First, we have the Power Suit, which is the Federation's first mass-produced powered armor system, introduced during the later stages of the Second Bug War to transform ordinary mobile infantry soldiers or troopers into faster, stronger, and far more capable soldiers. Replacing the standard battlefield uniform for elite units, the suit first proved its worth during the War for Kwalasha and the Second Battle for Mars. Its design consists of two layers: an inner muscle suit that amplifies the wearer's strength and movement, and a heavily armored outer layer, or shell, powered by interchangeable batteries. The armor is covered in modular hardpoints that allow the soldier to customize their loadout with equipment such as back-mounted Gatling guns, multi-purpose missile launchers, combat knives, ammunition packs, and additional armor plating. Depending on the mission, the launcher can fire nuclear cluster or chemical missiles, which gives the suit similar power levels to the power armor from the novel. So, combining enhanced strength, armor, firepower, and overall protection and awareness, the power suit has dramatically increased the effectiveness of the mobile infantry against the Arachnids. And then when you add another layer of armor for fights against the Scorpions and Royal Guards, the power suit becomes the Fortis suit. Next we have the Marauder Suit. So just to be clear, the Marauder name here in Starship Troopers is widely used in the adaptations, and there are only slight changes to differ one from another. This Marauder Suit here predates the later mass-produced power suits. It was an advanced set of power armor which was given exclusively to the Marauders, which were an elite special forces branch of the mobile infantry during the First Bug War. Unlike the towering Marauder mechs that would appear in the later stages of the Second Bug War, the Marauder Suit was a wearable exoskeleton that enhances the soldier's own speed, strength, and agility. Designed for high-risk missions behind enemy lines, the suit features advanced systems that allowed the commanding officer to monitor each trooper in real time and to coordinate operations from orbit. One of the suit's most unique capabilities was its compatibility with the orbital drop suit, which is a specialized insertion pod that allowed the Marauders to deploy directly from orbit without the need for a dropship, which means they can appear suddenly right from space, dropping like meteorites into the planet and change the whole scenario of the battle. Now let's go on to the game called Terran Ascendancy. Here firstly we have the command armor, which is the heavy battlefield command suit used by commanders and officers. This suit here combines strong protection with tools that help to lead the mobile infantry squads in the middle of combat. It was built with thick armor plating and was designed to keep commanders alive while giving them a clear view of the battlefield through advanced optical systems that improves target detection and situational awareness. Higher-end first and second class command suits also feature a powerful onboard shield generator, which is capable of projecting a protective energy barrier around nearby troops, which creates a temporary safe zone against enemy attacks. Although the shield drains the suit's batteries quickly, it is especially effective when combined with artillery or airstrikes, and thus gives the troops a time to breathe before charging in again. But then the lighter third-class command armor lacks the energy shield, but it still provides improved armor, extra ammunition capacity, and the same sensor suites. Then next from the same game is the Scout Armor, the lighter, faster counterpart to the command suit, which sacrifices some armor and firepower in exchange for greater mobility and reconnaissance capabilities. It was designed for scouting ahead of the main force, and the suit allows the mobile infantry troopers to move quickly across the battlefield, to identify enemy positions and to relay valuable intelligence back to their commanders and the main army. Its slimmer frame makes it less bulky than the command armor, which helps the wearer maneuver through dangerous terrain and to avoid becoming an easy target to deadly bug types. While it cannot match the heavy protection or the missile armament of the command variants, the scout armor excels at speed, flexibility, and also temporary battlefield awareness right then and there, which makes it ideal for reconnaissance missions or to flank the enemy positions with deadly maneuvers, or also to support larger infantry formations from behind enemy lines. Then there is the Marauder Armor from the same game from Terran Ascendancy, which is the heaviest and most aggressive powered suit fielded there. It was built specifically for charging straight into the heart of the battle. Compared to the lighter recon variants, the Marauder is covered in thicker armor and carries substantially more firepower. Way more firepower, which thus allows its wearer to take on larger groups of swarms of Arachnids in direct combat. The advanced first and second class suits of the Marauder replace the recon armor surveillance drone with integrated forward-facing micro-missile launchers, which gives them powerful range attack capabilities while still retaining the ability to carry heavy support weapons. So in short, it also performs or acts like a one-man artillery platform, a mobile artillery platform. Anyway, the third class of the Marauder Armor focuses more on improved armor protection and increased ammunition capacity, which makes it more of a durable frontline assault suit, even though it lacks the advanced missile systems. Number 10. The M14A. Now this is the backbone of the Mobile Infantry in Roughnecks, the miniatures games, and the role-playing game. This was a later development in the war against the Arachnids and became the standard light combat suit for the Mobile Infantry. Once worn, the suit's advanced servos and electronics amplify the trooper's strength and endurance to superhuman levels. It can shrug off small arms fire up to .75 calibers, resist lasers, and protect against extreme heat, cold, vacuum, and toxic atmospheres. Survivability is further increased by an internal air supply that extends life support beyond 8 hours, along with a fully sealed bodysuit that protects against the vacuum of space, against toxic chemicals, and even radiation from nukes. For mobility, it uses jump jets built into the boots and a backpack system, which allows the troopers to bounce across the battlefield, and they can leap up to 200 feet in the air. And similarly, it also has a command variant called the M1C8 command suit, which is similar in many respects but has added systems that let the commander to coordinate the other troopers in the battlefield. Then finally we have the CHAS, or the XM550 Cybernetic Humanoid Assault System. This is a combat robot developed by Psychon to act as a heavy assault unit that can rival a mobile infantry squad. It was built around titanium. The CHAS is designed for frontline warfare with a bio-enhanced AI at its core that gives it a human-like cognitive ability with the capacity to adapt in combat. Its weapon systems are overwhelming: dual miniguns, a shoulder-mounted machine gun, a chest-integrated grenade launcher, and a rocket launcher for heavy targets. In combat, the CHAS was first deployed during the Tophet campaign alongside Razak's Roughnecks, where it proved extremely effective at holding back Arachnid swarms alone. However, in its first mission, it was destroyed after it stepped on a landmine while it was under bug attacks. Later, Psychon determined that the CHAS units were too expensive and too risky for routine frontline deployment, and thus they were relegated to guard duties aboard ships and military installations, such as protecting the deck of the Valley Forge. But this 3-meter robot, all in all, is a dangerous combat platform that rivals or even exceeds the Marauders. Alright, so before we end this video, we also have notable mentions, which is the M8 Bigfoot Mech, which is a variant of the Ape Marauder, and also the M9 Chicken Hawk, which is similar to the Duck platform but with smaller front arms and makes it look like an AT-ST with T-Rex arms in the front. Anyway, these are all the mechs and powered armors of the Mobile Infantry in the Starship Troopers adaptations. Now with that we end this video. Do hit the like button for support and also click that bell button for regular updates and new video uploads. Also subscribe to be a part of Legion Notebook, and till the next time, take care, boys.